outro ideas.
Hey everyone, welcome to Stoke Chow, the place to learn about all things longboarding in the Kansas City metro area.
Nice.
I don't know.
Nice.
But now with the camera.
Oh, you want me to say that?
Or should I say it? Or
Well,
does
you
it
just
matter?
you said
Everyone,
it really,
everyone
really good.
thinks you're Stoke Dad. So
Okay, all right. I got this.
Those are facts.
What's up, everybody? I'm Joe B, and this is Stoke Chow, where we fill your face with all of the fun stuff that's going on in and around the Kansas City area. We instigate a lot of stuff. So we're just going to shove it all down your face, and hopefully at the end of it you'll all be like fat little Stoke piggies. You'll just be filled up with Stokeness. It'll be great. That's what I'm here to do, is to fill your face with Stokeness. What are you here for?
Hi, I'm Clark. I'm the Captain Parade Master for Kansas City Longboarding Community. I'm here to talk about all things parades.
All of them?
All of the parades.
All of them.
Every parade.
Every single parade.
And with that, I'm Aaron. I'm your local Stoke slinger and a skateboarder. I don't know. That's really it.
I'm Sean. I just like to fucking skate.
We all forgot to pop our tabs. All in.
Stoke Chow. Look, this is what the show is about. This is an idea that we had. We've got all this footage that we take and all the events that we do and all the things, all the places we go, the people we see, the people that we skate with. And there's a lot of stuff, and it's kind of a unique narrative that I didn't feel like the traditional videos really worked well for us. So we were brainstorming one night what we're going to do with all this footage, and pow! Stoke Chow came to our idea. And what we're going to be talking about is basically we're going to talk about the latest news around Kansas City, all of the stuff going on, all the events that we do. And you're going to find out when we have the calendar segment how much stuff we're actually doing. We're going to do video recaps of events, so when we're watching the raw footage from the event, all of the cool stuff going on, all of the riders that are out there riding in Kansas City. We're going to talk about new product stuff coming out. Stoke Chow is being filmed in and around Kansas City, Missouri, in Burning Spider Stoke Company. It's the shop that I co-own and run, along with these swell fellows right here. And we're really all about building the community, getting people excited. And when people come through town or when people start skateboarding in Kansas City, we like to give them a really awesome start. So this is a way, maybe you guys, when you're watching this video, you get ideas of what you can do in your own communities. So because this is all stuff that we've been doing here, and really we feel that anybody can do this. So that's what Stoke Chow is all about. We're going to be it's going to be ridiculous. Hopefully you guys get excited, and wherever you're watching, to do the exact same thing however you can, the best way you can possibly think of. We've got some of these guys have been doing just an amazing job in the community, stepping up and starting to organize some really unique things. So that is what Stoke Chow is going to be all about. Us talking about the stuff that gets us excited, and that we can hopefully get you excited as well with these fine examples of Kansas City skateboarding. Oh yeah, and hopefully we're not going to get too serious either, because
Oh yeah.
that's lame. So if you're looking for a serious presentation of news and events, you have tuned in to the wrong channel. Serious, professional, not here.
But don't turn that dial.
We've got a lot of stuff to cover. This is going to be episode 1 of Stoke Chow. We got some other episodes we're going to be editing in. So we like to kick off the Stoke Chow with all of this stuff getting ready to happen in the next month. We are filming this at the very end of February, and March is the month after February. So we're going to be talking about in March and April's events. And you're like, dude, that's only 2 months. How much stuff could one Kansas City area deal even have to talk about? 2 months? Okay. Here's where it starts. Really with us, everything starts on the first Sunday of the month. This first Sunday of the month, the Kansas City Push Society, which is a little group we instigate on Facebook that is all about long distance pushing on the Indian Creek Trail mainly. But we also do, we got some pushes at Smithville as well that we do. There's a lot of really, really rad trails all around Kansas City. So the first Sundays of the month, I kick things off with a nice 75-mile push. It starts the shop and finishes that shop. But we've also got some other really, really great kind of like levels to get to that. So if long distance pushing is something you're interested in, we've got a really, really, I think it's a really great way to kind of level up your how far you can go and your endurance and stuff like that, because we've got some really, really technical trails. We got a lot of ups and steep downs, and so you got to be able to kind of control your speed. But the first Sunday of the month, we've got either a 25-mile push, a 50-mile push, or a 75-mile push that we do regularly, and that's normally on the Indian Creek Trail. So, bam, that's the first Sunday. But let's say you're an LDP dude, and you're like, yo, I need to get started someplace. I can't push 25 miles. How should I get started? And that is the second Sundays of the month where we have the Stoke Clinics. Man, and I totally should have stopped because you've done the pushes on the Indian Creek Trail. So this is your, I would say, because you started pushing a little. How did you do? Two pushes with us last year?
I did Smithville with you guys,
which was in June,
and then I think I did one at Indian Creek Trail.
And that was like a 25, like it was a hard 25, right?
Yeah, last year was definitely.
And because you pushed that on your Earthwing, you pushed a hard 25 on a
hard board
on a top mounted board. So
yeah, definitely go to your Challenger events and do your little 5 mile and 10 miles before you go attack
something big and gnarly.
Gnarly.
So yeah, that's one of the things that we're kind of really passionate about, is getting people into these different segments of skateboarding, these different styles of skateboarding. But like, look, if you can go in hardcore and try to do 25 miles on a top mounted board if you want to, but there are easier, more convenient ways to go about doing things, and you're gonna have a lot more fun in the process. And so really at the core of everything we do is our second Sundays, which is the Stoke Clinics. So Stoke Clinics are once a month, second Sunday, on every second Sunday minus like snow and ice, like we do Stoke Clinics. And that's where we bring all of the shop boards that we've got set up around the shop that many companies have donated, and several contributions from the community is also donated to the shop quiver. My collection, Clark, you have a collection, a quiver of boards that you bring. You bring your quiver. You have one board, but he brings that thing. So
everyone gets to try out all different styles of longboarding, and they get to learn all different things about longboarding. It's like a holiday for skating.
It is. It's great. The whole Kansas City comes out pretty much.
It's like the monthly Sabbath for the Kansas City skating community.
Yep. It's a really, really rad time.
It's a holy ground when you think.
Dude, straight up. And when we're here, so we start the Stoke Clinics technically start at 10 o'clock, all right? So at 10 o'clock, we do a little, from 10 to 12, there is the Kansas City Push Society qualifier. Basically, in that 2 hours, we'd like to see you push 15 to 20 miles. If you can push 15 to 20 miles on Cliff Drive in those 2 hours, then you should be able to handle anything that the Indian Creek Trail throws at you, and you should be able to handle it in pretty good time. So you're not going to be on the trail for 4 hours. Like a 25, we'd like to see a lot of people finish their 25 miles in like 2.5 to 3.5 hour kind of range. And that's where a lot of people come in. And I feel like most people have fun kind of right at that pace or whatever. So that's one of those things where we've thought about, okay, how do we get people started in long distance pushing? How do we get people started in skateboarding? What are the first steps? And that's really what the Stoke Clinic is all about, is getting the people in our community the best possible start. We start out teaching them how to stop. Then from foot braking to carving and pumping. Carving and pumping makes them go faster because they're more confident because they can control the board. That naturally leads to sliding and speed checks, which naturally leads them to feel more confident, and they go faster, and they start working on downhill. We've got dance. It's really, really rad. 3 years old to 59 years old. It is my favorite thing to do every single month, and these guys have really picked up this past year and started helping with that, carrying me up and down, carrying gear up and down, because it's at the bottom of a quarter-mile long hill. It's fantastic. Like, if you're ever in Kansas City the second Sunday, and you're like, man, I need to get me some skateboarding in. I want to go to, like, the best place in Kansas City. And it's only a quarter-mile long hill, but it's beautiful. It's like 25 to 35 mile an hour hill with a nice little technical left hairpin in the middle of it that is just is good fun. And you get to hang out with a bunch of people and skate with a lot of people. So it's a super, super sick time. Come and skate with us on the second Sunday. If you like to teach, come and teach some advanced stuff. We just got all sorts of different skill levels out there, so it's a super, super good time.
Everyone teaches everyone anything.
Yeah, it's
bring your special skill to the table.
You see something cool, you just ask them how to do it. They'll help you learn how to do it. It's all it takes.
It's a super good time. Super, super good time. We've been doing that for 6 years, every single second Sunday. We got information on our website and on Facebook as well. So this is the Stoke calendar from March. And the next thing on the list is the first parade the Kansas City Longboard community is going to do for the year. And for that, we're going to have Clark, because Clark is our resident parade master. Clark, what's up with March's parade, man? What's going on with that?
The Snake Saturday Parade is a long-standing Irish celebration in North Kansas City. And I'm expecting to see a lot of people out there for the weekend celebrations. It's a really nice parade to be involved with. It's got almost no grade to it, so it's like completely flat.
About how many blocks is it? Like a mile long?
It's about a mile. It's not a very long distance, and compared to some of the other parades we've done, this one is going to be really flat. So if you don't really know how to foot brake, or you are afraid of losing control, it's not going to be rough terrain, so you're never really going to get out of control.
Right, so it's a good kind of beginner-friendly, cruisy type of parade.
Exactly. What type of skateboards do you think that would be the most fun to skate at this parade? If you're wanting to participate, and so, yeah, what type of skating can you expect? Do you think that most people have the most fun skating? I think that if you could do any kind of dance or cross step or really long boards, big boards that you can really walk around on and get a lot of movement from, I would highly recommend that. Or just any board you're comfortable with. If you have a specific board that you would take to class or to work and back or just use to commute, bring that board, because whatever you can use to ride it's going to be pretty friendly on this terrain.
Right on. So they don't necessarily need a downhill board, but as long as you can move on your downhill board and turn properly and not hurt anybody on the sidelines, that would still be okay.
Exactly.
Speaking of which, so we've done parades. We did some parades last year, and what are some really good, skill points that, guidelines for these riders that are out there wanting to come to these parades and do these more?
I think that people that want to be involved, the first step would be to just, make a donation, $5 for each parade you're going to be involved with, just to help cover our costs.
Because these do cost money to enter.
They do some of them cost money to enter, and on the parades that if we have anything left over in the budget, we can have a pizza party or something to give back, or just refund people. We'll figure it out, because we're still really, really new at doing parades. But overall, I think that you want to wear something that's family friendly and appropriate. Just keep in mind that you're representing the community. Wear a helmet at all times, because it's important to represent ourselves well, and we want to show that we wear helmets, because safety is so important for everything we do.
So Aaron, you've rode in a couple of parades and stuff like that too. Can you think of any other guidelines that maybe people should think about?
If you're going to do anything crazy, just know that you're in control of your board.
What do you mean by crazy?
If it's a downhill section type of parade, you're gonna want to obviously know you have your slide down. Don't be trying to learn while you're at
This is the time to experiment at the parades. It's time to show off what you really
already know. And if it's like flats and you're gonna be doing flip tricks, make sure you don't launch your board and just have it sending 20 feet in the air. Because man, some of y'all got some powerful thighs. Okay, we all skate. Okay, so you're probably gonna send that board far.
You don't want to go smashing anyone's ankles in either. So bad deal on that. Basically, don't hurt yourself and don't hurt other people. So, so one of the things that was really cool, because I don't know that I have heard a whole lot of other, not and I like talking to a lot of people from all over, other shop owners and stuff, and I haven't heard of a whole lot of people like saying that their longboard community like actively participates in parades. Like, what do you think? How do you feel that this adds to like Kansas City?
I think it adds a great deal to the community because people get to see us out there and get to learn a little bit more about what we do. Because most people think skateboard and they don't quite understand that there can be styles that vary so differently that certain kinds of riding are really possible. Most people don't understand that because they've never been exposed to it. So it's good exposure for the community that hasn't ever seen a longboard, because a lot of people that think that they can't skate have never tried a different kind of setup. And to see the longboard, I think, leaves a pretty good impact on the community.
Heck yeah. Dude, I agree 100%.
And we're out there giving high fives and
If they let us give high fives.
slinging soap.
Yeah. Yeah, and look, I know you do a lot of other stuff as well. Like, how much time would you say? So if someone is wanting to start doing this in their own community, so you do, how many parades did we do last year?
Damn Aaron.
Oh,
Fuck
It
Aaron.
was actually kind of important. Will you check to make sure that's still running and still got time?
Parades.
Yeah.
Talk about them parades, motherfucker.
Okay, well, the parades have been a great way to just have fun and reach out to the community, and also just a great way to get together. You and like 10 of your buddies just show up and you're just gonna skate in a parade and give people high fives and invite them to the Stoke Clinic. It's all just a great time because a lot of people really like the look of longboarding and it's fun to watch. So we get to be a spectacle in the community and enrich the lives of other people just by showing off our sport. That's a lot of fun.
Lord
Agree.
knows I love showing off my sport.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun because people haven't seen floats like us before.
It's true.
I've been to parades. I've never seen anyone with the energy that we bring to the table. Not like dogging everybody else in parades because they all still do great work. We've met some really cool people who are super nice to us throughout the whole parades, and even give us the space that we need to do our thing. It's
And those people we super appreciate, because even if they don't completely understand what's going on, they're like, oh, these guys need a little extra space. Like, that's all right. We're all just here to have a good time. Everyone's here having fun, seeing something new. Like, we're all just trying to do our thing.
Yeah,
It's a nice
Aaron,
sense of community.
you were in a couple of parades. What did you think?
Oh, dude, there's some of the funnest skating I've done. Hands down. Because it all started with the first parade, because we all started, we had no prep. We were not ready. We were like, yeah, we're just going to skate in a parade. What's up, dude? Like, tell all your friends. We're going to
No
be on
idea
this
what that
parade
meant.
skating.
We had no idea.
We get there, we're all lined up, we're all pumped. We're doing our typical thing, we're excited, telling jokes, messing with each other, yeeing and yawing like crazy. And then it starts, and all of a sudden, we're all like pushing like 2 times and then foot braking and stopping, and then pushing a time or 2, then foot braking and stopping, and we're kind of like, you can see everyone kind of looking around at each other like,
oh no.
what did we just sign ourselves
This is
up
the worst
for?
idea ever.
But then, I don't know whose idea it was, someone was just trying to space us out and going in a circle, and all of a sudden it kind of just caught on. A few of us just sat back, let the car behind us chill for a bit, and then we had a space, and we all started skating in a circle, doing dancing, flip tricks, just goofing off, dancing with flags, just having a good time. And
Handing out high fives, handing out Stoke Clinic flyers.
the high fives came out, the flyers came out, the people came out, man. It was...
And let's not forget about Patrick. That is how Patrick came to us, was
The
those
Halo,
parades.
the Halo mask, yeah.
Yeah.
That was the first time we skated.
Patrick Estelle, if you're watching this, you rock.
Yes.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Always tuck on flat, brother. Always tuck on flat.
Tuck on flat.
Tuck on flat. Tuck on flat.
Gladfest 40. 40 years of Gladfest fun, and we were there to experience it.
Yeah, we were. We were there to embrace it.
Was that the one that rained?
Yes.
Was it?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes.
So much fun.
Yeah.
I told so many people about that one.
Slidey.
Yeah, because you just see a bunch of goons coming down the hill, just doing whatever slide they think they know, and then flying like 20, 30 feet down this hill.
Everyone was getting busted. It was awful.
No boards flew out and hit anybody.
That's good.
We maintained our boards, and it was all fine the whole time. But
no ankles attacked at this parade. How many ankle-free parades do you think we've had so
all
far?
of them but one.
Oh yeah, it's like we won't
the first one was that one. So then we're after that one good.
We were fine.
Yeah,
no one
so
had problems with us after that.
We should find an official number, and that should be our safety measure. Like at the factory, how many days accident free?
It's been 8 parades.
It's been 8
last injured an ankle.
8 parades since our last ankle injury.
Since our last ankling.
That'll be our measure of safety to make sure that we're not injuring the parade and public people.
Science.
Yeah, buddy. This was the parade, so we appreciate you doing all that stuff, Clark.
Thanks,
That
Joe.
is super, super rad.
He needs to talk about Saturday. Snake Saturday. He still hasn't talked about Snake
Tell
Saturday.
us about, the parade, the first parade to kick us off for this year.
The first parade for 2020, we are going to want to this is a huge Irish thing. We want to be wearing green, as much green as you can wear. You can dress up like a leprechaun, do it.
Not red.
Anything you can do. Pretend like it's a massive St. Patrick's Day, just early and on the weekend, and not on a Tuesday. So that's basically what we're in for. So as much gaudy, green, St. Patrick's Day stuff you can possibly muster.
And still skate safely
It will
with.
be welcome, and still skate safely with. I fully expect people to be handing out high fives left and right. It should be a
Are we
no-brainer.
allowed to touch people at this parade?
We are allowed to touch people. We're allowed to go to the edge.
That
and
does not mean literally touch them.
To clarify, this is what we mean.
Touch
with
people.
consent, of course. If somebody doesn't want a high five, then don't give them a high five.
What's wrong with you?
Do not just go up to people and touch them.
Joe, look,
Shane.
if the grump slingers don't want a high five, then they don't have to get
Probably
one.
shouldn't come to a parade.
I don't know what you're doing. at a
Look,
parade
man,
if you don't
again,
want a
back to
high
what I
five.
was saying. I've never been to a parade where people handed out high fives.
Until
I'll drink
last
twice.
year.
That's
Oh,
on my
fuck
mind.
yeah.
That's nice.
We bring something new to the table I ain't never seen.
So if you're in Kansas City or around Kansas City, you should come out and be a part of this super stellar event. It would be so much fun to have you along with us, giving out high fives and showing the community what we're made of.
Show us what you got.
We'll be out there, rain or shine.
And yo, like, to find out about all these cool parades, definitely join up. We're gonna have a link below. The Kansas City Longboard community on Facebook. That is how you can find out about all of the stuff we do in the community, around the community. When sessions pop up, Kansas City Longboard community is where it goes.
Okay, to enter a parade for a Kansas City longboarding community, you must be able to give high fives. You also must wear a helmet, and you must donate $5. $5 can either be given to Joe B
At the shop.
Burning Spider
In
during
cash.
regular business hours, or you can PayPal or Venmo me. We'll put that in the link below.
Yep. We'll have a link down there.
PayPal, Venmo, whichever is easier for you, or cash at the shop.
And all
Even-
goes towards the parades.
Even cash day of is acceptable. If you have $5, if you absolutely can't pay before the event, and day of the event you can, or like you bring $5, you're absolutely welcome in.
Yep. And we also have the sign-up sheet at the shop, too. So if you're interested in the parades, the sign-up sheet helps Clark keep track of everybody coming and going, who's paid what, and how to get a hold of you to make sure you're all down with the cool parade goodness. I have been super, super stoked to go to the parades. It's been super awesome. Appreciate you, man. Super
Thanks, Joe.
super sick. Super sick. So that's the parades. And then do you feel? Is there anything else on the parades, Clark? Like, what did we miss? Did we miss anything? Don't want to hurt. Don't collateral damage.
Anybody can walk along with us. If you don't want to skate but you want to come hang out with us, you can
Yeah, a
walk
little
along
one.
with us.
You can pull her in a wagon.
We are going to have a wagon for little ones, snacks, apple juice.
The future skateboarders.
So if you have a toddler and you're not sure if your toddler can come, go ahead and just come anyways, because everything moves at parade speed. So it's not like you really have to keep up past, like, a walk. It's really, really a slow pace and manageable for anybody. So everyone's welcome.
Everybody, including the e-skate dudes. E-skate dudes as well. Which I'm excited about. It's been cool.
They're fun. Yeah,
Brooks has
they're fun
been
to have
coming
out
out.
with
Brooks
us.
has been
Yeah.
coming out. The one-wheel guy's been coming out. Righteous
Yeah,
stuff.
they've always
It's
been
still
fun.
all part of the same deal. So come on out if you want to show off to the community and try to grow more people coming in and skating. Hells yes. Look, we got to talk about one more thing and one more thing only before Clark goes home and goes to bed for his beauty rest. Does he really need that much beauty rest?
Yes.
No.
I mean,
Just the way
we
you
can
are.
cut the calendar there because that actually.
Dude, that's
that
true.
literally covered March.
That doesn't cover April though. Holy shit!
So in March we
forgot
can
about April.
We can put out another one.
That's okay.
We'll have
April
So
could be
put
its
another
own
one on
because
there.
April's gonna
Oh
be
my
packed.
god, April's big. Can I just cover the dates? We don't have to talk about it.
Yeah.
No, you
Stuff to
should-
get ready for in April.
Yeah.
Go,
Yeah.
Spitfire,
Yeah.
go,
Look,
Spitfire.
stuff to get ready for in April. This is super huge. April 5th, Kansas City Push Society, 25, 50, or 75. The 12th, Stoke Clinic, which happens to be the last Stoke Clinic before April 18th, King of Kessler 5. King of Kessler 5 is going to be outlaw this year. We're going to need some help with it. I need to find some hay bales. Send your hay bales. We need 75 of them things.
We need
And a
your
trailer.
aid.
And a trailer. 19th, Green Skate 2020. Bring your e-skateboards. We're going to have a dance contest. Better warm up your dance steps, all right? Dance contest and path race. Dinghies rule. And 26th in April, possible Battler Outlaw has been rumored to be in existence. That gets us to April. We're going to put this out beforehand, and we'll get some more stuff on all that sort of stuff. But let's find some hay bales for us, and so we can make this a really, really kick-ass and as safe as we can make it. King of Kessler. 5! Ooh! King of Kessler 5. King of Kessler 5. King of Kessler 5.
No, that one sucks.
Uh-oh. Recall this high five. Alright, and then we got a bonus 100 miles at the end of March as well, on the 22nd, so you feel like pushing 100 Kansas City miles. Come on down! Let's skate. Okay, so we've got this other thing that we do as well. So we're ready to talk to the next thing? Let's go to the next thing.
Stoke.
The last thing we're going to talk about. This is a fun little thing I started in 2013, and I attempted it several times, and then this year I was like, let's bring it back, and I'm talking about a Stoke Challenge. The original idea behind the Stoke Challenge was to push, to skate or stand on a board an hour a day for 365 days in a row. I took it from like a photographer's challenge where they try to shoot and take a picture for 365 days. It challenges creativity and boredom and all sorts of stuff like that. And I was like, man, if it can work for photographers, I bet if I skate an hour, if I dedicate an hour of my time a day to skateboarding, then I will naturally get better. And I learned a lot of really, really cool stuff along the way. Aaron is another one of the riders that have picked up the call and is doing the Stoke Challenge along with me this year. And so, Aaron, what's been happening with your Stoke Challenge stuff, dude?
Lately, your boy's been slacking, I'm gonna lie. Because the hardest part about this Stoke Challenge is never that you don't have the time for it. You have an hour in every single day that you can dedicate to skating. And then you have another hour you can dedicate to something else. But other than that, the hardest part is having the motivation to keep doing it every day. Some days you come home and you just had the worst day at work, and you just can't. You don't think there's anything out there that's gonna change your mind. So you stay at home, you chill, you drink a beer, you do whatever it is you do. And sometimes you get stuck into that pattern, and it eats away at you because you know you're supposed to be skating every day, and that part really starts to get to you a bit, and that makes you just want to come back at it twice as hard. Because I remember I went on it was probably a week and a half I missed, and then I came to do the 25-mile push with you again. I immediately I was like, yeah, there it is. Nah, dude, I need to come back to this. And I missed that. I think I missed the day after, but then came back again.
It's kind of a rest day.
And pretty much what I've learned is try to do it every single day, but in reality, the whole purpose of it is to teach you something. And as long as you're learning along the way, this challenge is perfect for you. It's just a whole learning experience.
Absolutely. I know. I've even kind of made it to where, dude, it's been super sick. Super rad. I've been this year. I even kind of lightened up a little bit because one of the original kind of guidelines of the whole Stoke challenge was an hour a day, really hard rule. If you don't do the hour a day, and if you look, 2013 was 160 days or something like that in a row before I got my NAR arm, and then the next year's was I think it was 2 months, maybe a month or something in, and then I just stopped, or 3 months in, and then just stopped, and because as soon as I missed one day, something happened, and I missed one day, I was okay, it's done. Well, this year I was okay, well, I want to, how many days can I fill with an hour a day? If I've already screwed this up, and not necessarily screwed this up, but I was traveling from here to Ultra, so especially on the day where we spent, from 6 o'clock in the morning to 11 some odd o'clock at night, especially after the stupid hour change, host me. Dude, it was so close. I would have totally made it, but then then we went to East Coast time, and wasn't going to happen. But anyway, so I was dude, that kind of sucks. But I'm still going to do it. Right now, this year, I'm really curious about, how much can I do and how much stuff can I learn? And I even missed one, I think, last week. I missed a day. It's just there's so much stuff going on in the shop that I think even you came over, and there was just so much stuff going on, and then you came over, and then, dude, it was nuts. It was good times. But yeah, so that's kind of the whole idea behind the Stoke Challenge, just to kind of a little bit of extra little to try to get you on a board and to experience it. And there's so many different ways to move on a skateboard, and so many different things you can incorporate skateboarding into that. I've been having a rad time with it this year, man. Super rad time.
Oh yeah.
And skating a bunch. Blog
Right
post
on,
every
Joe.
day. Heck yeah. Thanks, guys. And that pretty much wraps up the first deal of Stoke Chow. Bottom's empty. So, yeah, that's basically Stoke Chow. We're going to be keeping you up on all the stuff that's been going on, all the stuff going on in the shop, all the stuff going on in the community, all the stuff going on, as much as we can possibly generate. And I think that's so, for next Stoke Chow, what do you guys want to hear about? Let us know in the comments below.
Comments. We will get back to you as soon as possible. Tell us everything you want to see on this show. If we missed stuff that you wanted us to really go into more of a stupid tangent on, dude, tell us. We like to talk. We'll do it. What's up?
Absolutely. We're going to have all of the links for all the stuff coming up. And yeah, do the whole like and subscribe thing on the Burning Spark Stoke Company channel, because we've got a lot more stuff we're going to do it. A lot more reviews of products, a lot more videos, and as we do this more, we're going to get better. So, thanks for watching the first episode of Stoke Chow. So like and subscribe. So that's Stoke Chow. That's Stoke Chow. So that's Stoke Chow, Kansas City. You stoked yet?
What's up, everybody? Joe B. Yo, I totally spaced when we were filming Stoke Chow the other day. I kept racking my brain. What am I forgetting to mention? What am I forgetting to mention that's in March? What's in March that I'm forgetting? And then I finally realized it. And you know what I forgot to mention when we were filming with the guys? March 28th is the 20th birthday of Pleasant Valley Skate Park. So Kansas City Parks and Rec is hosting the Pleasant Valley 20-year celebration of flow. It's being organized by Mr. John Fleshman. The event is private, so there's not really any way we can share a whole lot about it, but it's going to go on March 28th from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. They're going to have food, they're going to have refreshments, they're going to have music, they're going to have skate gear giveaways, we're going to have a booth set up, we're going to have some kendamas going, we might be bringing the e-skates out, there's going to be all sorts of fun, so please come out March 28th, Pleasant Valley Skate Park, Pleasant Valley, Missouri, to celebrate 20 years of the Pleasant Valley Skate Park flow. Holy cow. John Fleshman, you're killing it, bro. You're totally revitalizing the park, dude. You're on the city's, like, case, man. You're, like, getting it. And I appreciate you, dude. And Kansas City appreciates it. And thank you for putting all this on, John. It's not just Burning Spider Stoke Company. It's Escapist, Mini Logo. Dude, like a bunch of local companies and skate companies and stuff like that are super, super stoked on Pleasant Valley turning 20. Turning 20. So hopefully we will see you guys out there March 28th, Pleasant Valley Skate Park. Come to the tent and say what's up. Come and let's take. I think we might have some of these guys out. We're gonna have all sorts of different skateboards out that we like to skate at Pleasant Valley. Who knows? I might even get my rollerblades out. But yeah, March 28th, 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pleasant Valley Skate Park, 20th, celebrating 20 years of flow. Booyah! Stoke! I'm gonna get back to joyriding this thing around. You guys have a great day. We'll see you about Joe B from the Snake Path. KC Mo out ski.